Your body was created to experience pleasure, not when you feel like you look a certain way, not when you feel like you've done enough to earn it, not even when you feel ready. But right now, as you are, pull up your birth chart, we're going to look at the 5th house. One morning, I sat outside and I had feta with figs and I drizzled honey over it. I drank my coffee slowly. I let the sun touch my face. And as I was sitting there, I realized I haven't allowed myself this before. I was stopping slowness, softness, pleasure in my life. And it's not because I couldn't have that, It's not that I couldn't have feta with honey and figs and letting the sun touch my skin. It's that I decided that my body wasn't worthy of that yet. It had to earn it. Hello, my name is Katerina. I am a transformation guide who uses astrology as a tool, and I wish someone made this video for me. In the Hellenistic era, within astrology, the 5th house was given the name of the house of good fortune. Not necessarily luck and fortune in the external sense, but in a way that gives you genuine joy, what brings you pleasure in this life. And Venus finds her joy here because it's the house of creativity, play, pleasure, fun, self-expression. And Venus loves to do that. The 5th house asks one question, literally just one. And that question is, how do you experience joy? Will you let yourself receive and allow pleasure in your life without the cost of effort that you put in, without trying to figure out if you're worthy enough of it? Just as it is. Joy, pleasure. Will you allow yourself to have that in your life? I believe most of us can't. We have been taught through society, through upbringing, whatever it may be, that pleasure, that joy, that creativity is something that we do once something is done. And there's a lot of ancestral wounds here as well that come to play with it. And the 5th house helps us understand how that wound might show up, but what exactly we can do to tap into that pleasure. So, for a little bit of fun and joy and pleasure, I'm going to talk about every sign in the 5th house, and I'm going to give you tips on how you can tap into that energy. So if Aries rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is spontaneous, it's physical. You create boldly. Your body comes alive when it does things that are bold, when it doesn't try and create from a plan, when it creates from its body. Your body is telling you what it wants and you need to listen to it more. Just do something for fun. Don't overthink it. To tap into that pleasure, you truly need to listen to your body and take bold action at that moment. So if you see someone and you like the way they look and you want to talk to them, don't overthink it, go up and talk to them. That's your pleasure power. That's how you tap into the joy and the creativity, is by just doing it now. Don't wait for inspiration to come. So if Taurus rules your 5th house, then most likely, like me, you're a Capricorn rising. Your pleasure is deeply sensual. The food, the art, the touch, the sounds. It is in the daily grounded nature. It is that feta and honey moment. It is letting the sun touch your skin moment. To tap into that pleasure for you, you need to allow yourself the deep slowness of your meals, of wearing something that makes you feel nice, like the fabric is nice. I have this silk robe that I wear all the time, and it just makes me feel like it's that slowness, that deeply sensual tapping into that is where your pleasure is. If Gemini rules your fifth house, then your pleasure is completely conversational, intellectual. There's that thing on Pinterest, and I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's like a quote, and the picture is like a tongue licking a brain. That's you. That's you. You find intellectual so sexy and beautiful, and you thrive when you let yourself be curious within your mind, when you let yourself be playful within that, when someone listens to you, when you let yourself speak. You light up, your pleasure is ignited when you let your mind be stimulated. That's your pleasure power. If Cancer rules your fifth house, then your pleasure is deeply intimate and nourishing. It's the small dinner table with people that you absolutely adore and that make you feel safe. It's the home rituals that genuinely make you feel like you are safe in your space. It's allowing yourself to be silly in front of the people that hold you. When you tap into your pleasure, it is cyclical. You are the moon. This is where your pleasure is deeply intuitive. You need to listen to what your body wants and needs. It's the energy of when you feel safe enough in your body to nourish yourself, let yourself be nourished. This is such a beautiful placement to tap into that creativity, but from an intuitive space, not from a forcing space. Yours is less about planning and way more about what feels nourishing for you in that moment. Your intuition is your pleasure guide. If Leo rules your fifth house, then your pleasure is about being fully seen, not as a source of external validation, but knowing that you feel magnetic, you are beautiful, you shine, and you want someone to see that shine. This is the creative expression, this is the radiance, this is letting yourself be seen, this is tapping into that inner joy. What lights you up inside and what makes you feel so seen? So stop dimming yourself. Your pleasure is in when you allow yourself to shine brightly. Mirror work is beautiful for a Leo placement, so I would definitely tap into that. If Virgo rules your fifth house, then your pleasure is the craft. You are the alchemist. You are the woman who creates something beautifully and does it well. Tap into that. Stop pausing your creativity because it's not perfect yet. When I think about Virgo in the fifth house, I think about Piper from Charmed. Someone who's really good at cooking, someone who's really good at creating and does it beautifully, but they may be stuck in the perfectionist loop. Your pleasure is in the fact that you are really good at refining your craft and you are really good at creating and doing things beautifully and doing them well. Stop waiting for it to be perfect in order to give yourself that pleasure. If Libra rules your fifth house, then you are meant for beauty. You are meant for aesthetically pleasing things. You are meant for the exquisite taste. And stop allowing yourself to settle for less. This is Venus's home, just like Taurus. Your pleasure is in beauty, is in connection. This is where you take yourself to spaces that are aesthetically beautiful to you and that magnetizes that pleasure. This is making a beautiful plate of food that looks so pleasing to you. This is where you go with someone that you really admire and love, and you have a beautiful connection together. This is where you go do something with them. You were literally made for experiences that feel exquisite. So don't settle for less, and don't try to please others in detriment of yourself. Allow yourself to receive that pleasure through beauty and through connection, but let it be real. If Scorpio rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is within deeply transformative spaces. You do not do surface level joy. There are layers to Scorpio. You have the intimacy, you have that intensity. And when something is real from that, when it feels like you are being matched from every layer, there's this erotic kind of charge within you that feels fully able to thrive and be their deep, wonderful, transformative self within pleasure. So when you're not feeling something, it's most likely not tapping into one of those layers or all of them. That might be that you actually are not wanting to go deeper. You might be scared because Scorpio brings out that fear of vulnerability. So I would say test your capacity for that vulnerability. Allow yourself to be intimate with yourself. Allow yourself to let your intensity shine, because the people that are meant for you will find you, and not to try and dull your shine. The more and more you tap into those layers of Scorpio, the more and more you are able to truly magnetize and step into that 5th house pleasure. But if you stay on the surface, you will always feel like you are never met. If Sagittarius rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is expansive. You want to expand your mind, body, and soul. So anything that doesn't let you go further into the why isn't for you. Tapping into this on a daily basis looks like letting yourself wander, mind, body, or soul, whether that is expanding your capacity within meditation, within reading, within learning, within traveling. Sagittarius does not want to be held back. So allowing yourself to have that freedom within you taps into that pleasure. Your pleasure is adventurous. It's the joy of discovering something new. Let your mind, body, soul wander. Let it reach a capacity that it never realized it could reach. This is where experimentation and adventure is really important. If Capricorn rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is within the mastery of creating something long term. This is the doing something every day a little bit, but in 6 months' time it builds to something beautiful. You might have a tendency to see pleasure as something that is indulgent and is something that you can't let yourself have yet until you've achieved your goals. But pleasure is the most important one for you because you actually build it through consistency. Your pleasure is built through actually tapping into it on a daily basis. You get deep satisfaction from something that is built and lasts. This is doing a Lego thing every day a little bit, and then in a month you've built like the whole Harry Potter castle. That is my dream. Pleasure is where you allow yourself to take charge of it. it is part of your success, and it is something that needs mastery, and it's part of something that sustains you. It brings like breath back into your body, and that's something that you need on a consistent basis. If Aquarius rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is electric. It is the unconventional stuff. You do not want to be doing what other people are doing. You want to do your own thing. Let your freak flag fly. Your strangeness, your quirkiness, your having pleasure in a really unique way is your gift. Do not dull that. Do not hide that. Let it be seen. Your body literally comes alive when you're doing something that no one else is doing. Allow yourself to receive that pleasure, but allow yourself to do it in your quirky, wonderful, unique way. Don't do what everyone else is doing. The more you do things, the more you tap into pleasure on a daily basis. That is something that no one else is doing or no one around you is doing. You'll feel your body magnetize. You'll feel your pleasure magnetize. Genuinely let your freak flag fly. If Pisces rules your 5th house, then your pleasure is mystical, it is otherworldly, it's the music, it's the art, it's the dance, it's the disappearance of time. When you let yourself just be, that is when your pleasure is tapped in. You genuinely are meant to immerse yourself into creativity. That is when you allow yourself to receive joy. So just disappear for a bit. Disappear into a soundtrack and just forget about time. Allow yourself to paint whatever your hands are bringing out and allow yourself to disappear within that. This is kind of the thing, like where you're like kissing someone for ages and then suddenly you realize like you've been kissing them for like 30 minutes and completely just time disappeared and you were in this like universal type of otherworldly entity within the two of you. Allow yourself to just disappear. Even if you set a timer for like 10 minutes a day, allow yourself to like just fully disappear within that creative, pleasurable world. Your body is not a project to be fixed before you can have that. Your body is the source of that pleasure. The figs, the honey, the sun on my skin, that was me coming home to myself. That is how I allow myself to receive pleasure. That's my version of it. And the 5th house, your 5th house, and if you have planets there also, will tell you how you allow yourself to receive pleasure and to tap into that. So let me know in the comments what sign rules your 5th house, and I'll give you a little habit that you can do to tap into that pleasure. If you don't know, then give me your rising sign and I will let you know through the whole sign basis. If you want to go deeper into your specific chart and you want to know what you need to embody and what you might need to work on, then all the information to work with me personally and everything that I offer is linked below. Thank you so much for watching this video.